Bhutan is an enchanting kingdom nestled in the eastern Himalayas with rich tradition, distinct culture, pristine environment, and a unique lifestyle. And here, happiness is a way of life. This little country with big ideas has been successfully led by the Wangchuk family for over 100 years. And it was Bhutan's fourth king, His Majesty Jimmy Singye Wangchuk, who coined the term gross national happiness as the ultimate measure of successful growth and development. Bhutan is one of the smallest nations in Asia, bordered by China in the north and India in the south. This mystical land of 700,000 people opened its doors to the outside world only in 1960s when it began planned development. Here, the last vestiges of an ancient way of life are kept alive in Buddhist monasteries. Bhutanese culture is deeply rooted in Buddhist values and ethos which influence everyday life. The sacred monasteries that sit precariously on sheer cliffs, the fluttering prayer flags that line the high ridges, the red-robed monks who chant through the day and night give this kingdom an aura that comes from another time. Spiritual seekers will find numerous spiritual sites throughout Bhutan. Techus, or annual religious festivals, are an integral part of Bhutan's culture and tradition. Mask dances are performed during these festivals. Monks as well as lay people perform these mask dances. Buddhist saints and masters originally composed these dances mainly to impart spiritual messages to the people. It is believed that witnessing mask dances would cleanse one's sins and remove misfortunes. Huge crowds of people gather in their finest hand-woven clothes, creating an intensely colorful and exciting atmosphere during the festival. Bhutanese are friendly and hospitable people. The large majority of Bhutanese people are a homogeneous group divided linguistically into three broad subgroups. These are Lhotsam, Shachop, and Ngalong. Bhutanese men wear traditional outfit called go, a robe tied around the waist by a cloth belt known as kera. The woman's ankle-length dress is known as kira, which is made of bright-colored, fine-woven fabric with traditional patterns. Bhutan is renowned for its textile art, which has remained unchanged for centuries in its finesse and traditional grandeur. Many regions in Bhutan have their own speciality. Bhutan is also known for its rich tradition of handicraft such as paintings, murals, and thangka paintings, which are found in almost all Bhutanese homes. Bhutanese craftsmen also practice wood carving, a distinct craft passed down the centuries. Zongs or fortresses best exemplify Bhutan's rich art and architecture. Today, these zongs house office of civil and religious authorities in each district or region. The national sport of Bhutan is archery. Since time immemorial, Bhutanese have been passionate about archery. Nearly all villages in the kingdom boast an archery range, and each zong has a space set aside for this sport. Archery tournaments are a riot of color and excitement, with two teams in traditional dress shooting at a small wooden targets placed 140 meters apart. Bhutanese meals are characterized by the steaming rice and cuisine made out of hot chili and cottage cheese, also known as emadatsi. The staple diet of most Bhutanese comprises of red rice, buckwheat, wheat, maize, pork, beef, chicken, yak meat, cheese and chilies. Bhutan is one of the 10 biodiversity hotspots in the world and has earned global respect and appreciation for its environmental conservation policies. Bhutan has decided that nature conservation is vital to the country's existence. In fact, the Constitution of the Kingdom of Bhutan mandates that at least 60% of its land area shall remain under forest cover for all times to come. Because of such national forethought and vision and the deep traditional reverence of the Bhutanese for nature, Bhutan has today become a global leader in environmental conservation. Many parts of the country have been declared wildlife reserves and are natural habitats of rare and endangered species of both flora and fauna. Bhutan is regarded as one of the most exclusive and exotic travel destinations in the world. Tourism sector one of the backbones of the economy and a driver of growth. The tourism industry in Bhutan is founded on the principle of sustainability, meaning that tourism must be environmentally and ecologically friendly, socially and culturally acceptable, and economically viable with the policy of high value, low impact. As one of the most remote countries in the world, Bhutan has some of the most difficult and adventurous trekking routes that take us across mountain passes, offering mesmerizing views of glaciers, fascinating sights of endangered animals and birds, and exotic flowers and plants. Bhutan offers cultural tours of various durations, colorful festival tours, hiking and trekking of all grades from easy to mild to strenuous. Trekking in Bhutan offers splendid scenic beauty of lofty chain of mountains covered with snow, lush valleys covered by thick forests untouched by modernization, remote and isolated villages and highlanders with yaks. Bhutan also offers several special tour programs such as rafting, which has the potential to offer some of the best whitewater sports, with plenty of good stretches on some of the rivers in Bhutan. We also offer birding tours for bird lovers. Bhutan is a birder's paradise, with over 700 bird species recorded so far. Birding tours start from 200 meters at the southern border to 7,000 meters Himalayan peaks in the north. Bhutan's tough terrain is a challenge to every mountain biker. Depending on the choice of route, one can traverse along the winding roads, passing through low foothills, the higher river valleys, and the high Himalayas. Visitors can enter Bhutan through overland or by air. You can fly into Paro Airport from Kathmandu, Delhi, Kolkata, Dhaka, Bangkok, and Singapore. Or you can drive in overland via India to Phuentsholing town, the gateway to Bhutan, and from southern eastern district of Samdrup Jongkhar. Visit Bhutan with Experience Bhutan Travel, Trek and Tours.